Hey, hey. Alright, some of you guys wanted to know, how does the 40 watt do in terms of detail? So, I'm going to refer back to something I did before, which is comparing a 20 watt with a 5 watt, doing both cut pass tests as well as details on something very, very, very small. To recap, you can see, come on now, focus, the 5 watt here does a whole lot better at detail work than the 20 watt. Now, the 40 watt actually has a much bigger spot than the 20 watt. So how does it do? Well, I did the same things. So here is a cut pass test. You can see, comparing it down here to the 20 watt version, yeah, it cuts a whole lot better. In fact, this one here is off the scale in this direction. So it's actually going to line up somewhere about right here. That's how much quicker the 40 watt's going to do. But that's another story. What you wanted to know was the detail level. Alright, no problem. So here's our 5, here's our 20, and here is our 40. So if we look really close here at our 20 watt, alright, so that is a 40 millimeter versus the 5. To recap, the 20 did a kind of okay, but you can see there's a lot more structure to the 5. This one is down at a 20. You can see, yeah, we lost quite a bit with the 20 watt compared to the 5. And these guys here are the 30 and 35 millimeter. So across the board, for the most part, the smaller you got, the 20 was falling behind. So let's do a comparison with the 40 watt. So at 40 millimeters, yeah, you can definitely see there's a lot less material left at the 40 millimeter side compared to the 20, let alone the 5. You can do the 30 millimeter right here. Let's kind of bring them up. See where we've definitely been losing a lot of material, whereas at the larger size, everything was there, just a little fragile. 20 millimeter, it's completely gone. Like literally, there's nothing left. Whereas before, we had some of it left. It just didn't look great, except on the 5. The 5 looked beautiful. So that should give you a pretty good idea of the detail level that you lose with a 40 watt, at least in terms of cutting. We got down to the 20, we're losing a lot of material. The 30, we've lost some. 35 millimeter, it's a little better, a little thin. We did lose some, you can see some missing. The 40 millimeter, we're mostly okay, but not wonderful. Alright, hope that was interesting and helpful.